So this morning, what we're going to do, and somebody said, Sensei, you know when you put the page up, it's all backwards. I didn't know that. So that's why I will read the pages so that you can at least see the pictures, although the pictures are backwards, I'm told. So today, look, we're going to talk about Patty and the Pink Princesses. And that, again, is from our No Bullies Allowed. So Patty and the Pink Princesses. So here we go. In the middle of the school year, Patty's family moved. And suddenly, Patty had a new house, a new school, and a new teacher. So you can see there, Patty is unpacking, sorry Grayson, Patty is unpacking some boxes and toys and the moving truck out front of their house. So they're moving into a new house during the summer. So in the middle of the school year, sorry. So I don't know, good morning Caleb. So I don't know if anybody else has moved in the middle of the year, but moving to a new house can be pretty exciting, right? Okay. Everyone in her class had been there since September. They all knew one another, and Patty didn't know anybody. She missed her old friends. So this is Patty right here at the books, and you can see that everybody is around the table, and they all appear to be friendly together, and she's over there because, well, she doesn't know anybody in the class. Has that ever happened to anybody on here where you've had to move to a new school? You haven't moved to a new school.
No, I didn't hear you.
Oh.
Until I didn't understand.
Okay.
Until you said that.
So anybody moved to a new school where all of a sudden you have none of your old friends are there, right? That can be a little bit intimidating, a little bit scary. So Patty is sitting with her mom, and her mom says, "Don't worry. I'm sure you'll make a lot of new friends here." Patty hoped she was right. So there's Mom and Patty having a little talk about, right, making new friends. Emma, Sophie, Haley, and Rose were the most popular girls in the class. They always wore something pink, and at recess they always played princess. They belonged to a special club. It was called the Pink Princesses. So here's the four girls that are friends, and there is Patty over there. And again, she's not part of the group. So the girls call themselves the Pink Princesses. Patty's favorite color was pink, and her favorite story was The Princess and the Pea, and she even had her own tiara. "Can I join your club?" she asked Emma, right? She wanted to join the Pink Princesses because pink is her favorite color, and her favorite story is about a princess. So here is Patty asking Emma if she can join her club, the Pink Princesses. All right. So Emma looked at Sophie, Sophie looked at Haley, and Haley looked at Rose. Then they all looked at Patty, right? So here she's asking, and they're all looking at each other. All right. Good morning, Kingston and Carter. And so Emma shook her head. "Sorry," she said, but she didn't sound sorry at all. Only real princesses can join, right? So she's telling Patty, you can't join our club because you're not a real princess, right? Is that really nice? Somebody's trying to make friends with us and we tell them that, no, I don't want to be your friend. "How do you know I'm not a real princess?" Patty asked. "Because you don't have blonde hair," Emma said. The other girls nodded their blonde heads, right? So You can see all the other girls have blonde hair, but Patty has brown hair. So is she different than the other girls because she doesn't look the same? Because she doesn't have blonde hair, she looks a little bit different, right? You don't have blue eyes either, Sophie chimed in. Real princesses have blonde hair and blue eyes, right? So there's a picture of what they think a princess looks like. All right, you want to read this page?
Sure.
You gotta read loud.
I can't help what colors I have, Patty. Color eyes I have, Patty said. Well, neither can we, Rose said.
All right. Morning, Mac. So Patty says, I can't help what color eyes I have. Well, neither can we, right? So again, they're having that discussion about Patty not being the same or looking the same. Patty thought that was a mean thing to say, but she couldn't think of anything to say back, right? So does she look upset a little bit because the other girls are being mean to her? You want to read this page? You got to read loud.
The four girls stared at Patty with their big blue eyes, then walked away. They didn't even say goodbye.
Oh, that's mean, right? They all looked at Patty and then walked away because she doesn't look like them. She doesn't have blonde hair or blue eyes, so can't be in the club. Patty wondered why the pink princesses didn't want her in their club. She didn't believe it was just because of the way she looked. She thought there must be something else wrong with her, right? So does she look sad? I would look sad, right? I would be upset if I was trying to make friends with somebody and they didn't want to make friends with me just because I didn't look like them, right? Patty didn't really like the pink princesses anymore, but she still felt bad that they didn't like her. So here's a question for you. How would you feel if you were left out of a group, right? So Patty is new to the school and she has no friends. Is anybody like that? Has anybody gone to a new school or a new place and didn't know anybody there? So that's kind of scary. So what do? We try and make friends, right? And then all of a sudden nobody kind of wants to be our friend and we wonder why is that, right? So have you ever been left out of a group by other kids? And how did that make you feel? Did it make you feel sad?
Yes.
Right? And why are we feeling sad? Because we all want to have friends, right? We all need to have friends. So how would we fix that, right? Something to kind of think about. How would we fix, that problem? How can we think of other ways of dealing with it, right? How about if we did the opposite? How about if somebody was trying to be our friend and we pushed them away because they didn't look like us, right? Would that be good, right? So when somebody wants to be our friend, then it's important to have friends, but it's also, remember, I think it was last week that we talked about being the nice kid, right? So if somebody is trying to be our friend, then we should try and be friends with them. Or if we recognize that somebody is new in our class, that they don't have any friends, then maybe we need to be the ones that step up and go and make that new friend, right? Maybe we need to be the ones that are the leaders to go and encourage that friendship. So something to think about, right? How do we feel when somebody excludes us? And how does that make somebody else feel if we exclude them, right? So, all right. So we're going to keep talking here for a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about caring, right? Caring. So for our 3 and 4 year olds, what do you think caring means, right? It means that we care about other people's feelings and needs are important to you. So if a friend of ours doesn't have any toys to play with, you care about their feelings, right? We care about our friends' feelings and how they feel. So if they don't have any toys, right, and we care about their feelings, would we share our toys with them? So being a caring person makes everybody around us happy. So let's have a little quiz for our 3 and 4-year-olds about being caring. So are you a caring person if you are mean or cruel to others? So mean could be, like we said, I don't want to be your friend, go away, right? Or cruel could be if we're yelling at our friends, right? Or at our parents, okay? So are we a caring individual if we are mean and cruel to other people? What do you think?
No.
No, right? So it's not nice to be mean or cruel to others. How about, are we a caring person if we treat other people with kindness? Okay, I think we all know what kindness means, right? So would we be a caring person if we treat people with kindness, Grayson?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. How about if we give to others? So if we share, or we see that somebody, doesn't have something that maybe we have and we share with them. Christmas time is coming, so that's an awesome time to share with other people that don't have things. So would we be a caring person if we were sharing, right? Absolutely. Okay. Would we be a caring person if we hate cleaning up the house? What do you think about that? Right? Well, I don't think we would be a caring person if we hate cleaning up the house, because that means our parents are the ones that have to clean up after us, right? So remember, we said if we show kindness, then we care about other people. So by cleaning our room, by putting our stuff away, by taking our plates to the kitchen, that shows kindness to our parents or to our mom or to our dad or whoever is the one that basically is cleaning up the house, right? So if we do those things, we show that we are a caring person because we are helping our parents. You put your toys away neatly when you're done playing with them. So would that show caring? It's kind of like what Sensei just finished saying, is that, right, we are helping somebody else. So we don't expect somebody to do everything for us, all right? So, excellent. So I'm sure that everybody had all the right answers there. Good morning, Alex. All right. So for our 5 and 6-year-olds, caring means that other people's feelings and needs are important to us. It also means that you have respect for other people, places, and things. For example, if you borrow your friend's toys, you make sure that you take good care of their toys while you're playing with them. Taking good care of somebody else's property is an important part of being a caring person. So if I borrow Grayson's toys and I'm smashing them and playing really hard with them, and then I break a part, I'm not really being caring, right? Because I'm breaking somebody else's property, right? Or it could be at home where we are playing with something that belongs to mom or dad and we're not playing with it properly and we end up breaking it, okay? So here's a quiz for our 5 and 6-year-olds. True or not true? You always pick up your garbage when you're done and never just throw it on the ground, right? So what would that be, caring or not caring, right? So we always pick up our garbage when we're done and we put it in the garbage can. We don't just throw it on the ground. Would that be caring for our planet, right? We want to make sure that we're not littering and that we are caring for our planet. You throw your friends' toys when you're mad at them. So maybe we're playing and something happens and I get mad at my friend and I throw their toy, not mine, theirs, right? Would that be caring? No, right? Because again, it's somebody else's property. It doesn't belong to me, but here I am throwing something that belongs to somebody else, and maybe I break it, right? You never write on the walls at home or school, even if no one is watching you. So would that be a caring person? What do you think?
Yes.
Right? Absolutely. Because again, it's not just caring about somebody, but it's also caring about something and a place, right? So your mom and dad work really hard so that you have a roof over your head and you have a bedroom and you have a house. So if we're writing on the walls and damaging the property, and same thing at school, that's not really caring about, the place that we live in or the place that we go to school, right? Okay. You walk past your pet's empty water bowl when it's not your turn to fill it up. So maybe, I don't know how many of our students have pets, dogs or cats, or I know some people have birds, right? And maybe some other animals as well. So sometimes we share responsibility for making sure they have food or they have water. So maybe it's not my turn, maybe it's my brother or sister's turn to fill their dish. But if I walk by and I see that their dish is empty and maybe they're hungry and thirsty, and I just keep on going, right? Would that be caring? No, right? Imagine if it was dinner time and you were hungry and our parents didn't make us any, lunch or dinner or something, right? How would you feel? So we have to think that's the same thing for our pet, right? We have to look after our pets. All right. So for our 7 and 9-year-olds, and all of them, what does the word caring mean? So to watch over and be responsible for someone or something. For example, if you clean out your closet and pack up your old toys, you're a caring person if you donate your toys to a local family or to somebody else who would be able to use them, right? As we grow older, the toys that maybe we had when we were 5 or 6, we don't play with anymore when we're 7, 8, 9, right? We've outgrown those toys. Those toys are for younger kids. So would that be a caring thing if we donated them to younger kids that could use them? So let's think about good and bad decisions, right? Because as we grow older, we get to make some decisions. You get so many presents for your birthday, you decide to donate half your presents to a local charity, right? Well, maybe that would be a good decision, but you know what? A lot of people gave us new toys and they thought about what they would give us and stuff, so maybe we wouldn't donate them, but like we said, maybe we would take some of the other toys that we have and donate those, right? Or else we just end up with a lot of stuff in our bedroom and all over the place, and if we're not using it, then we might as well donate it. Okay, you see an elderly lady, so an older lady, having a hard time opening a door, right? So maybe they're going into a store or something, so you rush over and open the door for her, right? What do you think? Would that be a good decision or a bad decision? Let's not think about COVID, right? Let's just think about being nice people. So I think that would be a good decision if we open the door for somebody else that is having a hard time, right? Okay. Your classmate is sad during lunch because their mom forgot to pack a snack. So you share your snack with her. So what do you think? Would that be caring? Would that be making a good decision if we shared our food with somebody else who didn't have any, right? Absolutely. Excellent. All right. One more here. Okay. So this is for our older kids. Explain that caring means to watch over or be responsible for other people, or to be concerned about somebody else's needs and feelings. If more people in the world were caring, then the world would be an even better place to live. Okay, let's think about this here for a second. All right, so what would you do? One of your classmates wants the class to participate in a walk for cancer donation or cancer foundation. but that means that everybody has to wear pink to show up, right? Some of your friends think pink is not cool, so they don't want to do it. So here's the question. Would you agree and come up with an excuse not to participate? So would you be kind of like your friends and say, pink is not a cool color, so I'm not going to go to the fundraiser for cancer? Or would you explain to your friends that caring for other people is not about being cool, but it's about helping other people who need support, right? So what would be the best decision, Grayson? Not go because pink is not cool, or it doesn't matter about being cool or not cool, it matters about helping other people.
It matters about helping other people.
Right, it matters about helping other people. Excellent. Okay. An elderly family member is staying at our house over the weekend. So maybe, right, grandma or grandpa is coming to visit, and while they go for treatment because they're sick, your best friend wants to spend a weekend camping in their yard. So our grandparents are coming over for a visit, and maybe they're sick and they need to go for treatment, or maybe we just don't see them that often. I know my grandparents live far away, and Grayson's parents live far away, and we don't get to see them very often, right? So they're coming over for the weekend, but our friend wants us to go camping at their house for the weekend. So would we tell your parents that you want to go camping because you don't want to be around sick people or old people? Or would we spend time with our grandparents because we want them to know that we care about them, right? So what do you think the right answer would be? Is it that we don't want to spend time with our family, right? And remember, we sometimes don't get to see them very often, especially right now. Or maybe they live far away, right? Or do we spend time with our family because we recognize that it's important and that we care about them, right? So I think the right answer would be to
stay and be with your grandparents.
To stay and spend time with our family and our grandparents, right? Excellent. So look, caring is super important, and it's not just because it is Christmas time that we want to show people that we care. We should really be doing that all year round, right? The more we are a caring person, the more we think about other people, right? The more people are going to think about us as well. So remember, we want to treat people the way that we want to be treated, right? And if we go back to the beginning, to the story that we talked about, okay, everybody is different. And it's important to treat everybody nicely. And it's important to treat people the way we want to be treated. And I think for my students, and again, maybe for the younger students, we don't talk about this all that much, but this is where we start to demonstrate that we are nice people, that we're the nice kid, that we're leaders, that even if somebody, my friends don't want to be friends with somebody else, doesn't mean that I can't make that decision to be friends with someone else, right? Again, think that if you're the new kid in a class, and how do you feel if you have no friends, right? And I know that some of us try really hard to make new friends or to go and introduce ourselves and make new friends, right? And it's hard, and not everybody might want to be our friend, but I think we need to keep trying and keep practicing, right? So maybe some little things that we can, try at home is, how do we introduce ourselves? How do we walk up to somebody and say, hey, my name is Grayson, what's your name, right? What do you like to do? And then we try and find things, because maybe they don't look the same as us, but maybe they like a lot of the same things. Maybe they like playing hockey. Maybe they like riding their bike. Maybe they like Pokemon cards or whatever it might be, right? Just because they don't look like us or maybe dress like us doesn't mean that they might not like doing the same things as we do. All right, so some of the things to kind of think about, and some things for parents to talk to our kids about as well, especially our younger kids, right? And that's about it. So I hope that everybody has a great Saturday while we still have some sun shining, and a great weekend. And I really miss everybody, and I miss being at the dojo with everybody as well. Christmas is coming. I think that January will be when we are back. Just want to make sure that everybody stays safe for Christmas. I don't know, we talked about being with our families. I don't know what that's going to look like. But again, I miss everybody. I hope that you appreciate the story time. I know that I enjoyed doing it with Grayson and talking to everybody. And that's about it for now. So as well, stay tuned, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 5:15. We do our Facebook Live class for the kids. So even if the 5 and 6 year olds, want to try, or the 3 and 4 year olds that, can follow along as best as we can, even if it's sitting there and watching, then, please take advantage of that. All right. So have a great day, everybody. Carter, Kingston, we miss you guys, and we will talk soon.